Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me. I want to share with you some paper layered embellishments that I made, and I made these just using some of my scrap paper strips, and they're really easy to put together. And what I made were file tab paper strip layered embellishments, and I'm going to show you what they look like and maybe give you some ideas as well on what you can do with your scrap paper strips as well. I didn't do much with them. I just layered them and then I added a file tab to the top to finish it off. And I'm going to show you also ideas on what you can use with these paper strip embellishments with these tabs. And I think that turned out really cute, and this is one of them. And with these file tab that I have, if you don't have a tab die or a die cutting machine or a tab paper punch shape, you can also just make your own tabs using your scrap papers. I have a tutorial on some ideas on how you can make your own page tabs as well, and they're really easy. I'll put that link to that video down below, and you'll be able to have an idea of what you can do to make your own tabs. But let me show you some of the ones that I made, and then I'm going to show you ideas on how you could use these. So this is one of them that I made, and with this one I did some fringing on the bottom as well, just to decorate the embellishment a little bit. And I've kept them plain on most of them, so then when I'm ready to add these to my projects, I can then add a bit more embellishing to it if I wanted to, or add a word sentiment. But I've just left it like this. And then I did use a double-sided tape only on one side of the tab. As you can see, I didn't do this side, just the back of one side only, and I'll explain why I've left it that way. But they're all like that. They've all got just the one strip of double-sided tape to the one side only. So this is another one that I made. This is more of a shabby sort of theme papers that I used. I did use some flat back pearl strip just there, just to decorate the embellishment. A little bit of trim on the bottom, and then I had some gold sticker strips as well, and I just placed that there. It's really pretty, this one. And then there's this one here as well. I just added a little ephemera die cut that I had in my stash, just to add that to the front. And then this one here, I added some trim as well on the bottom. I layered it with some die cuts and a couple of little sequins there, and that turned out really pretty as well. And then I did corner around the corner of one side of the paper strip, again just to make it more interesting. And then on this one I added some fringing as well, but just to this side here, and then I've left the rest plain. And you can see this tab is longer, so when you look at the video for these tabs, you can make these in any sizes as well. And this is another one. I also have the tabs in my shop. I saw them in a pack of random prints as well, these page tabs. And this is another one. And this one here, I also just adhered some trim, some more flat back pearls there, and then that's ready for me to use. So these are the ones that I made. And then what you do, when you want to add these to your projects, say you have one already made. I mean, these are also good if you're into junk journaling too. You can add, you can make these using dictionary pages, printed paper or digital prints. So what I've decided what you can do with these, you could decorate the edge of your pages as well with these file tab paper strip embellishments. So I've made these traveler's notebook booklets a while back, and I just used a 6x6 paper to make the cover, and then place some printing paper inside to create a booklet. So all you do is when you want to add to your page, you can just, that's the reason why I only adhered one side of the tab, so then when you want to add it to your project, you can then adhere it and finish it off. So you can place it on the edge of your paper like this and decorate the edge of your page. And then when you're happy with that, then you can add another strip of double-sided paper tape, and then you can glue it on. So what you do is you can just place it in like that, wherever you like, that you're happy with, and then it's ready to decorate the page. And then you could also create a tuck spot in here. All you do is just add a little bit of glue to the edge here, and then you've got yourself a tuck spot. You could also have it placing on the top this way, if you like, to create a tab. And then you just trim down what you don't need, or you just make your embellishment to fit the width of your page. And it just looks really pretty to decorate the edge of your book. And then when you close it up, you've got a nice little tab here on the front, on the side there. So that's another way to do that. You could also place it on the bottom here if you like, and create a tuck spot on the bottom. You can glue the sides here and trim down what you don't need. And then when you close it up, you've also got some decoration here on the bottom if you have some trim. So that's just another fun way to decorate your pages. You could also add it to the side of the front of your booklet to decorate the cover if you wanted to do that, and then punch a hole here, and then you can add some trim to use as a closure. So that's another way to do that. You could also add it to, say you've got some cutter parts, you can place it on the top of your cutter part to create like a little tag style, and then just trim off the edges, and then you've got yourself like a tag shape quote card. So that's another way to do that. If you have memory cards and you want to decorate your blank memory cards, memory decks cards, sorry. So these are just some of my memory decks cards that I just have blank. You can also do the same and then just place them on the top like that, and that'll finish that off. I'll grab another one so you can see. You can use any kind of your tab strips, and they still look really pretty on any papers that you use. That's another one. And then you can just move them around to wherever you want your tab. So they just look really pretty to decorate your decorate your memory decks cards. If you like to do happy mailing, or you want to send some goodies to a pen pal or in a swap, this is just a paper that I've just cut out from a 12 by 12 and folded in half. You could also, let me just grab this one. You can do the same and place that on the side like that, and that'll decorate the edge of the booklet that you have. Again, just trim down what you don't need. You can also have it up this way if you wanted to have it up there, and then they can use that to write something up there, or you can have it down the bottom here to create a tuck spot to add your goodies in there, and you can just glue the sides and the bottom. So that's another way to do that. Or you could also have it in the front here, like I showed you with the traveler's notebook, and have it on the front like that. If you have pockets, library pockets or pocket inserts, you could also just place them on the front like that, and that'll finish up the front of your pocket. You could have it on the bottom here if you like. You can have it on the back of the pocket. So these are just some fun ways you could use these. So you can have it like that. Create a tuck spot down here or up the top there. And I'm also going to do a tutorial and show you guys how to make these really simple fun pockets as well. I use a 6 by 6 paper, and I'll do a tutorial on how you can make these. So that's another way you can make that. You can make them into little file cards. So I did one here already where I placed one on the top and then made the tab up there. I punched a little heart on the bottom there to decorate the file card, and you can write your note on the back. And it's just another way to decorate a plain scrap piece of paper. Just cutting it up to whatever size you want, then just adding your file tab paper strip embellishment to the top. So you can do that as well. And I'm going to make a tag with one of my strips as well, and on the video to decorate a tag, so you can see how easy it is to do that. But I'm going to show you the strips. So all I've done was I just grabbed all like I've got a tray full of paper strips in here that I've got, and then I have the tabs that I've made, or I use my die cut to make these tabs. So these are, or I also use my envelope punch board as well to make the tabs. And I might also I'll put that video down below as well, the tutorial using your envelope punch board to make these tabs. So these are just some of the tabs that I have. So I've got some strips of paper here, and then some tabs, and I've already made some already. So these are just some I've already put together. And you can see I haven't added the tabs. Some of them I'm not going to add the tabs until I'm ready to add them to my projects. But these are ready. I've even added a couple of little flag banner shapes and just laid them on the front just to also decorate that as well. So I made a few. I haven't added the tabs, but I'm going to make one and show you how easily I just put these little strips together. So I'm just going to grab some random strips. And again, all I used were just 3 strips of papers, maybe for just to get me started, so I'm not too overwhelmed on how to layer embellishing these papers. It's always easier to just start with 2 or 3 papers first, and then you can work your way with layering once you've got the base already put together. So I just grab any 3 that I just want to use. So I might use this one, and again, I don't really fuss over what I use. So let's say I'll use these. All right, well, let's say I might just use these 2, and I'm going to pick one more. So I have so many scraps. This is just a small pile. I have like a big box full of paper scraps. I just cannot throw any of my papers away, no matter how small they are. All right, so let me get started. So let's just go with those 2, and where was the one that I had before? Sorry. Let me just grab. All right, let's just grab this one. So I'll grab these 3, and you may want to trim it down if you want to, and just some liquid glue. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer it just like that. Doesn't really matter. I might even trim it down. It also depends on you if you want to add these to the end of your book pages. Also depends how long your pages are. So I'm going to use these 3. So I might just trim this one down a little bit, and I might keep this one a little bit longer because I like the print on this one to show more. So I'll just do that. I'll just apply a little bit of glue to the strip here. And I also have the place of where I purchased my liquid glue in the bottom of my video as well. There's a link if you wanted to see what liquid glue I use. So I'm just going to do that. And then I've got this little piece which I might just so I might place that there, sort of just all layering it there. Okay, so I might place that there. You can use any size strip, any width you want, until you're happy with how you layered your embellishment. So I'll just do that, and I might I'll leave it like that. So that's all there is to that, and then I'll just pick out whatever tab that I have. I'll just use this one, and then I might just place that there. So I might just do that and finish that off. I might even add another little strip in the front here. I just think it still looks a little bit plain. If I have a little more of a slimmer. I might just use this one. I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. Try and cut it as straight as I can. Because it's nice to add a little thinner strip sometimes too. Yeah, I think that looks nice now. Just lifts the colour up a little bit. So I might just place that. That looks nicer now. Right, so now I'm happy with that. And then I can just place the file tab. But I won't adhere it. I'll just place it on the one side. And when I'm ready to use it, I'll add another strip of the tape. So that's all there is to that, and then I can continue embellishing it when I'm ready to add it to a project. But that is how simple it is to make these file tab paper strip laid embellishments. Really easy. So that's how I made those. But I want to show you how you can build some tags as well using these. So I've already got a piece here that I've already layered. I've got a couple of little bits and pieces, have a word sentiment and a tab ready to go. And this is just a plain white cardstock, and I ran this through my embossing with an embossing folder. It's the dotted pattern embossing folder, and I've got my strip here. And what I'm going to do is I want to place that just about there somewhere, and I have my tab, which I'm going to place on the top so I can create a tag. So I'm going to glue that down, and then I'll trim off the ends. So what I might do is I might just put glue on the base first. So you can see you can place it any way you like. So I might just place it there. I might bring it down a bit. Okay, I might bring it down to there. And I'll place that just a little bit off center. I might leave it on the middle. And then I'll just peel off the backing strips. I've got 3 strips of double-sided tape. You can use glue if you want. So that's pretty much done there, and I'm just going to trim a little bit off here. I'll have it sticking out a little bit. So that is how my tag looks like, and it's already nicely decorated. And then I'm just going to add something here in the middle. So I'm just going to add a little heart, and then I'll just glue that down. And this is one of my word sentiments. It says it's a lovely day. And that completes my tag. And then I could also add more embellishing there, add some sequins, punch a hole there. So that is how I make my little tag with these file tab paper strip embellishments. So just to give you an idea, just different ways you could make add these onto your projects by just making some of these fun little strips. And then you can also add these to pages or whatever you like. So I hope you enjoyed this really simple project using your scrap paper strips, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.